behind it, but the Buddha said it in one occasion, in one things, in one story that happened. Because of one things, the Buddha said this, two of them. He make connections between two events or two things that happened. When he answer and he speak the 102 and 103, this was he speak it Kuṇḍala. It was one woman name was Kuṇḍalakesī. Okay, Kundalini. You know the word Kundalini. I think most of you know the Kundalini yoga. Kundala it means a ring or a crawl, something roll. Okay. And Kesi, it's a hair, but the Kesa, Loma, Tanta, this is when we make the ordination, we say Kesa. So Kesa, it's mean hair, head hair. So Kesi is someone that have beautiful hair. And Kuṇḍalakesī, it means crawl hair, someone with crawling, she's in crawling hair and very beautiful. Okay, so that's why they call it Kuṇḍalakesī. Later on, she joined and she became a nun. So that's why they say the story of the Nun Kuṇḍalakesī. Yeah? And then maybe Lisa, you read verses number 102, 103, and then we go on.
Better than the recitation of 100 verses that are senseless and unconnected with the Dhamma is the recitation of a single verse of the teaching. If on hearing it, one is calmed.
Okay, so this is the 102. The Buddha he say actually don't judge my teaching if people they speak it in one sentence. He said people can speak many good and intelligent and very clever wording about the world, about the nature, about whatever creation, but only one sentence which is connected to the Dharma, to the how to get into enlightened, okay? How to get the rid from suffering and to go happy. It's actually much worthy than you can just speak many words and many sentences and many clever things. So this is the first sentence. And then 103.
A man may conquer 1,000,000 men in battle, but one who conquers himself is indeed the greatest of conquerors.
This is the second verse that the Buddha say also when he connect these two things that happen later, you will see in the story. He said that if someone winning 1,000 people, they give example, you take with some knife or something on the left end, and with this you will win 1,000 people. Then the Buddha say this is not a winner. This is not someone that is a great hero. Hero is someone that winning only one person is on ignorant. Okay, so this is the two verses. And then what it was the story, please.
This religious instruction was given by the teacher while he was in residence at Jetavana concerning to the Nun Kuṇḍalakesī. A rich merchant of Rajagaha had only one daughter who was about 16 years of age, and she was exceedingly beautiful and good-looking. When women reach this age, they burn in longing for men. Her mother and father lodged her on the topmost floor of a 7-storied palace in a beautiful apartment, and gave her only a single slave woman to take care of her.
Okay, thank you. You see, actually the story, it's about this Kuṇḍalakesī. And then the Buddha was in the north of India, not far from the border of Nepal. This is where in the monastery that anatthapadasaṁhitā he offered to the Buddha. So this is why the Buddha actually speak this sentence, and he referred to the story that we are coming to talk now. It was one beautiful woman. Actually, she was 16 years old, very young. And then the hormones start to run out to her, and she start to look for men, okay? Then this is a young girl, beautiful, starting to look for men, to be happy, maybe to marry also. And then the parents, they notice these kind of things. They wanted to find a good marriage to her. So they take her and they put her up on they were rich people because her father was a merchant. Okay, he was selling. So when he became rich, so and he have only one daughter, so he can afford whatever he want, give her all the good things what he want, beautiful clothing, beautiful treasure, everything. So anything, he take the father and mother took her and put her in the upper part of the house, and only the one woman, which was the slave taking care for her, allowed to come in and to go out. So she don't expose to any man. Okay, so she don't suddenly fall in love with someone. Yeah.
Now, one day a young man from the jail that was caught in the act of robbery, being brought bound with his hands behind his back at every crossroad. The king's officer led him to the place of execution and punished him with lashes. The merchant's daughter heard the shouts of the crowd, said to herself, "What is that?" Looked down from the top of the palace and saw him.
Okay, now she's locked up there on the top of the palace, on top of the house, and then it's happened occasion that one man is a robber. They want to kill him. They catch him and they want to kill him. So the king ordered to the officer to carry this criminal man and to carry him on the streets and to beat them and to hurt them. And he's walking with the two hands locked like this on the back, and they beat them, and he's just walking on the street. He take him that everybody will see what happened to criminal man, that the king want to kill him because he's a very bad man. So he is on the street, and the woman, this girl, the 16 years old girl, she start to hear the shouting. So she see, what is this? What happened? And she has a small window. So she's looking from the window. Suddenly she see this man, this criminal, this robber. Immediately fall in love. There is the condition. She looking at the man, immediately fall in love with the man. Okay? So then what happened with this?
Straight away she fell in love with him. So great, in fact, was her longing for him that she lay down on her bed and refused to eat. Her mother asked her, "What is the reason you are behaving this way? If I can have that young man who was caught in the act of committing robbery and who was led through the streets, life will be worth living. If not, life is not worth living. I shall die here and now. Do not act in this manner, my dear daughter. You should have someone else to be your husband, someone who is our equal in birth and family and wealth. I will have no one else. If I cannot have this man, I shall die."
You see what happened? So much attachment. Immediately she see him. She got so much attachment. She get depressed. She must have this boy. She must get this boy. She want to marry this boy urgently. Okay, so the mother tried to convince her. Why? He's just a criminal, maybe poor man, and he's not the same caste. You can get much better person. No, something like the attachment so strong. She must have this boy. Cannot convince. So what should the mother make?
The mother, unable to calm her daughter, told the father, but the father likewise was unable to calm his daughter. What is to be done? Thought he. He sent 1,000 pieces of money to the king's officer who had captured the robber and who was accompanying him to the place of execution, saying, "Take this money and send the robber to me." "Very well," said the king's officer. He took the money, released the robber, had another man put to death, and sent word to the king, "The robber has been executed, Your Majesty."
Okay, so you see corruption, also that time corruption. The father don't know what to do, how to help to the girl. He say, okay, what I do? I give money to this officer. While he is going on the street, the father go there, he took with them amount of money. He say, take this money, give me the boy. So the officer actually, he want the money, okay? So yeah, he corrupted. He say, okay, give me the money, I will deal with it. He take the money, give him the criminal man, and then he took another person, maybe from the jail, I don't know, or whatever, maybe from the audience, we don't know. But anyway, take him And then after this, he kill him, and then he go to the king, he report, this man that you wanted to kill, I killed him already. Okay, but actually he corrupted, he just wanted for the money, he tricked this. So now the father took this criminal man, bring him home.
The merchant gave his daughter in marriage to the robber. She determined to get the married, duty of the wife to her husband. And from that time on, adorned with all her adornments, she prepared her husband's meals with her own hands. After a few days, the robber thought to himself, when can I kill this woman, take her jewels and sell them, and so be able to take my meals in a certain pub? This is the way.
Okay. So you see what happened? Criminals stay criminal, okay? He corrupted mind. He cannot think logic. Actually, she adopted him. Then they became married. She wants so much, addicted to this boy. So the father said, okay, let them marry. Just my daughter will live. I give her everything. And they are very rich. So she's very clever. She's a good woman, but she's just so much attached and fall in love that she became blind, cannot see clear. Okay, so what happened is that she all the time dressed very beautiful, all the dressing what she have, and all these rings or whatever, and then she cook for herself. She became like his slave. She will offer everything to him, want to make him like a king. He's my king, he's my husband, I love him so much, just to relax the patient. But he's a criminal. He cannot think logic. Actually, he have everything what he wants now, but still criminal. Like you say, sometimes we say the crab stay crab. Yeah, the scorpions stay scorpions. Whatever you try to convince him something, he still scorpions, cannot change. So then he think only, what can I do? I want only to go to get drunk, maybe to sit in the pub to eat meat, or I don't know, with all my friends, chatting with them, or tricking other people, or whatever he want to do. He stay criminal, and all he's thinking is not what he got from her, it's how he can be free again, kill her, take all the jewelry, all the treasure, and do whatever he want. So then, sad idea coming to him. This is the way. It means suddenly some great idea come in his mind. Okay, that's what it's finished. This is the way. It means they describe what happened in his mind. That he suddenly was thinking, this is the way what to do. Okay, and then what is thinking to do?
He lay down on his bed and refused to eat. She came to him and asked, are you in pain? Not at all, wife. Then perhaps my mother and father are angry with you? They are not angry with me, wife. What is the matter then? Wife, that day when I was bound and led through the streets, I saved my life by vowing an offering to the deity that lives on Robber's Cliff. Likewise, it was through deity's supernatural power that I gained you for my wife. I was wondering how I could fulfill my vow of an offering to the deity. Husband, do not worry. I will take care to the offering. Tell me what is needed. Rich rice porridge, flavored with honey, and the 5 kinds of flowers, including the laja flower. Very well, husband. I will make ready the offering.
Okay. You see what happened? He tricked her. He think he's she's so naive, he's so attached to him, he can play with her. So he said, what can I do? I will play her game. So he lay down, same like she fall in love with him, she lay down. He played the same technique. He go into the bed, and then something like, I'm depressed person now, I'm very, very depressed. So she come and say, why are you so depressed? Why you don't want to eat? You are only in the bed. So you start to think, maybe my father, my mother making problem. Maybe something is not happy. So he start to tell a story. Okay, actually he's telling a lie. What he say? You know, when I was walking on the street and they beat me, they wanted to kill me, and then suddenly I see the angel. And this angel is from the cliff. Later on, you see what is this cliff of the robber. Okay, robber cliff. You see, the angels from the robber cliff suddenly came to me, and I asked them, if you help me to release, I will give you some offering. So this angel, he immediately something like call you to release me. Something I tell her that you release me because the angels make supernormal power to you. Okay? Actually, he's tricking her. He's just tell a story like this. And then she said, so what we can do? Make him this and this and this and this, so many beautiful things of food, good food, flowers, and in this way we will go to offer to the angels on the cliff. Actually, what he want to do, he want to take her to the cliff, to kill her. Okay, this is what he want to do. So he start to create some story for her to convince her to come to the cliff. So she immediately make everything, she prepare everything, obey to him. He's the husband, he's like the king for her. Okay, so she's totally blind. Yeah, and then?
Having prepared the whole offering, she said to her husband, "Come, husband, let us go." "Very well, wife. Let your family member remain behind. Put on your costly clothing and adorn yourself with your precious jewels, and we will go happily, laughing and enjoying ourselves." She did as she was told. When they reached the foot of the mountain, the robber said to her, "Wife, let's go to the top of the cliff." The robber took her in his arms and climbed the mountain to the top of Robber's Cliff. One side of this mountain people can climb, but the other side is a very high cliff, which the robbers threw their victims to die. Therefore, it is called Robber's Cliff. Standing on the top of the mountain, she said, "Husband, present the offering." Her husband stays quiet.
One moment. We continue. What he's doing? They say, okay, we prepare everything and this, and then he take care. But what he say? Don't tell anyone from your family. We should go by ourselves. And then he also tell her, dress all the beautiful dress that you have. Bring the treasure that you have with you. Something like we are going to make very great ceremony in this cliff of the robber. Okay, so what they call it, why the reason that they call it cliff of the robber, because then this place, the robber, they used to bring the victim and threw them away down the cliff. Okay, this is actually why they call it in this name. Okay, so he convinced her, and then they're starting to go up. But when they come up, suddenly she sees he's just keeping quiet. So he said, "Husband, why you don't make your offering now? Now is the time to make the offering." So he keep quiet. And then, what is the reason he keep quiet?
Again she spoke, "Husband, why do you remain silent?" Then he said to her, "I have no use for the offering. I deceived you by bringing you here with the offering. Then why did you bring me here, husband? To kill you. I will steal your jewels and escape." Terrified with the fear of death, she said to him, "Husband, both my jewels and myself belong to you. Why do you speak thus?" Over and over again she begs to him, "Do not do this." But his only reply was, "I will kill you." "After all, what will you gain by killing me? Take these jewels and let me live. For now on, treat me as your mother, or else let me be your slave woman and work for you."
Okay, you see, she's so blind, she's so addicted to him, okay? And then he only there, "I will kill you, I will kill you." And then she already crying, and okay, she's so trying to convince him. Anyway, also my jewelries belong to you. Why you have to kill me? She afraid to die, she don't want to die, okay? So she asked him, but he say, no, I only want your money. I don't want you. I will kill you. And then?
The robber, hearing this, said to her, "Despite what you say, If I will leave you alive, you would go and tell your mother and father everything. I will kill you. That is all. Stop crying.
You see, actually what he say, if you want to trick me, huh? If I will not kill you, whatever will be, the people will know the secret, because you will tell them that this, and then again they look at me to want to kill me again. Okay, so then he say, I must get rid from you. Yeah.
She thought to herself, oh, what a stubborn man is this. With all the good treatment I gave him, he does not learn. I shall find a way of dealing with him. And she said to him, Husband, when they caught you in the act of committing robbery and led you through the streets, I told my mother and father, and they spent 1,000 pieces of money to release you. And they gave you a place in their house, and from that time on, I have been your benefactress. Today, do me the favor of letting me pay final respect to you. Very well, wife, said he, granted her the favor of paying respect to him, and then took his stand near the edge of the cliff.
One moment, you see what happened to her? Because she's going to die, she was not so stupid, okay? She would just fall in love. But in the moment that you want to kill her, suddenly the eyes open to her. Suddenly she started to get wisdom she was very, very clever. Later on, you see how clever she was actually. She became blind because of this falling in love, okay? Because of the attachment, because of the greed of the maybe young age or whatever. But anyway, he became very, very clever. She thinking, how can I overcome this very, very criminal, bad man? What can I do that I will trick him? I cannot just fight with him like this. He will trick me. So she said to him, she first explained him, actually, I give you, create the confidence from him. She said, I give so much, my parents give you so much money to release you. We give you place. I love you very much. You are my dear. And now I'm going to die. Please, I want to pay respect to you in the last moment before I'm losing my life. Because before we are separated and I'm going to die, you kill me. I give you permission to kill me, but please give me permission to worship you. Because I'm a wife and your husband, I must worship you in the last moment of my life. You see how she's tricking him actually. Please.
She walked around him 3 times, keeping him on her right-hand side, and paid obeisance to him in the 4 places. Then she said to him, Husband, this is the last time I shall see you. From now you will see me no more, neither shall I see you any more. And she hugs him both before and behind. Then remaining behind him, as he stood still near the edge of the cliff, she put one hand on his shoulder, and with the other hand she pushed him on his back and throws him over the cliff. He reached the bottom and died. The deity that dwelt on the top of Robber's Cliff observed the actions of the two and praised the woman, uttered the following stanza. Wisdom is not always belong to man. A woman, too, is wise and shows it now and then.
One moment, okay. You see what she had done. How can she overcome this strong man, this tricky man, this very bad criminal that already catch one time or go to die? She's so skinny, she's so small, 16 years, young girl actually. She said, how could I overcome him? She said, okay, I will worship you. So she started to walk around them and making worshiping on the front of them, like a game, okay? She make a show. On the front of them, on the right side, on the left side, on the back. She can make some show, hugging in the front, oh my dear love. Now I hug you in the back, my dear love. And then she holding the left hand, something like worshiping you. And then boom, push him from the cliff and kill him. And then they are angels. They also have greed, anger, delusion. They don't care about killing and precepting or whatever. She was very happy. Oh, she's a very clever woman. woman, she killed him. This very small woman, she can kill the big robbery, the happy about this, and she killed him. Okay, I don't say it's good in the Buddhism to kill, but this is what the deity, they was very happy that she was the winner, that she could kill him. Okay, so that's what happened. Now what happened to him? To her? She stay alone now. Yeah.
Having thrown the robber over the cliff, the woman thought to herself, if I go home, they will ask me, where's your husband? And if in answer to their question I say, I have killed him, they will pierce me with the knives of their tongues, saying, we ransomed the scoundrel with 1,000 pieces of money, and now you have killed him. If on the other hand I say, he wanted to kill me for my jewels, they will not believe me. I am done with home. She threw away her jewels, went into the forest, and after wandering about for a time came to a certain hermitage of nuns. She reverently bowed and said, Sister, receive me into your order as a nun. So they received her as a nun.
Okay, one moment. You see what? She stay alone now. He died. She have all the treasure on her. She don't know what to do. How can I go with this treasure? And in another side, I go back home. I go back home. They also speak about me. They say you was stupid woman, because now she became realize what she have done, what stupidity, how blind she was. So she said, I go back home. They will kill me in two ways. One way they will tell me how stupid I am. We spend so much money on you, and then this is what you do. You go, you kill your husband. And second, I already killed someone. Because I killed someone, they want to punish me. So they also will kill me. Same like they took him to the street to kill him. So now they excuse me about killing someone. So something like I will get hurt in two ways. I'm not going to go back home. I'm not going to go back to the civilization. I want to be anonymic, to find a way out to be anonymic. So she started to walk, and then certain time, she started to come to some kind of ascetic nunnery, not belong to the Buddha. This ascetic nunnery, it's not belong to the Buddha. Okay, so she comes and nothing for her to lose. I want to be nun, something like to disappear in between the civilization. Okay, they say, okay, let's be nun with us.
After she had become a nun, she asked, Sister, what is the goal of your religious life? Sister, the development of spiritual ecstasy through the practicing the 10 kasinas, or else to memorize 1,000 wise and clever articles. This is the highest aim of our religious life. Spiritual ecstasy I shall not be able to develop, reverend sister, but I will master the 1,000 wise and clever articles. When she had mastered the 1,000 wise and clever articles, they said to her, You have acquired mastery of all our teaching. Now go throughout the length and width of the land of Rose Apple, Champudipa, India, and look for someone who able to match question and answer with you.
Okay, you see how clever she was? Then she asked, what you are practicing? Okay, I come to this nunnery, now I'm nun. What should I do? You are doing, what practice I practice? They say you can do two things. One of them is practice meditation. Develop your mind with the jhana. Kasina is bringing to the jhana, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, and also arupa jhana. Okay? But if so she said, and then if not in this way, you just be learner, be clever. Okay, this is normally in Jainism. They used to be like these debaters. They like to be debater. The Sachaka, maybe you know the story about just Sachaka. He liked to make debate with the Buddha with all his families. Okay, so I don't guarantee this is Vajani. Okay. But anyway, this is what they teach, what they was practicing. So she was very clever, but she was not, she didn't have ability to start to concentrate. So she said, I cannot concentrate, I cannot develop the jhanas and all these things, but I'm clever to learn. So she said, okay, let's go and learn. When she learned, she became very, very sharp debater. It means she can talk about the life, you can talk about the world, you can ask questions, everybody arguing about different kind of things. She can defeat them. Now, when they realized that she got to the top, they told her, go to the, now go around India. India is called Jambudvipa. Dipa, it means island, okay? Maybe, you know, Atadipa Viharata. Be island for yourself. So Dipa is island. And Jambu, if you see this fruit, I think the people go to India, not to India, sorry, to Thailand, in the Kuntanat and Kate in the house, they have this fruit. This actually called Jambu. Okay, and then Jambu, it's like a rose apple. There is not it's not a taste of apple. It's more a taste of maybe rose or something like this, but it's not connected to any apple. And this fruit called Jambu. Okay, and India, it was very, very famous fruit. So that's why they call India Jambudvipa, the island of the rose apple. And by the way, according to the scripture, Jambudvipa, it's the name of our world. Okay, our world called Jambudvipa. So all the global, also Europe called Jambudvipa. But actually, if we talk about Jambudvipa, we refer to India. Okay, let's just show you this fruit, what is Jambu. And then why it's related to our story, because they take some branches from this fruit tree and the letter in the end. Now you see what they have done with this Jambu, why they connected to the India, Jambudvipa, and also Jambu tree. Please, you go on down. You see what the connection between Jambudvipa and what she's going to do with her debate. She became debater, clever debater. Yeah, please.
So, placing a branch of rose apple tree in her hands, they sent her with these words, "Go forth, sister. If anyone who is a layman will be able to match question and answer with you, become his slave. If any monk, you enter his order as a nun." Adopting the name Nun of the Rose Apple, she left the hermitage and went about from place to place asking questions of everyone she saw. No one was able to match question and answer with her. In fact, such a reputation did she acquire that whenever men heard the announcement, "Here comes the Nun of the Rose Apple," they would run away.
You see, she became very, very famous debater in India. She used to go from one city to another city. She took these rose apple branches in the end, and later now in the next step, you see what she have done with this. How to announce, I am the debater who want to fight with me, who want to debate with me, who want to ask questions with me, and I will win everybody. So what happened is that people start, or the men or whatever people, when she come to any city, the men, they just see, oh, what happened? Immediately they run away. They don't want to face with her. They're shy because she's so clever. They can win her. She can win them. So what she have done, when she come to the city, how the people knew that this rose apple woman come, please?
Before entering a town or village for alms, she would scrape a pile of sand together before the village gate and there plant her rose apple branch. Then she would issue her challenge. "Let him that is able to match question and answer with me kick this rose apple branch under his feet." So saying, she would enter the village. No one dared to pass beyond that spot. When one branch gets old, she would collect a fresh one.
You see how the people knew she came. Okay, what she come in the front of the city, in the front of the gate. She take sand. She start to collect to make like a small mountain, small hill. Okay, like this. She take the branches of the rose apple and she stick on the top of this. So now it's become small hill on the ground in the front of the gate of the city. So she thought, and she announced, if anyone want to debate with me, how he will contact me? Don't contact me by SMS or Skype or whatever. He just kick this small mountain, small hill. Okay, when I see that someone kick or destroy my hill with a rose apple, then I know someone is waiting to debate with me, and then I would show him. Okay, so that's what she had done. Yeah.
Traveling about in this way, she arrived at Savatthi, planted the branch before the city gate, issued her challenge in the usual way, and went into seek alms. A number of young boys gathered about the branch and waited to see what would happen. Just then the elder Sariputta, who had made his round and eaten his breakfast and was on his way out of the city, saw those boys standing about the branch and asked them, "What does this mean?" The boys explained matters to the elder. Said the elder, "Go ahead, boys, kick that branch under your feet." "We are afraid to, Reverend Sir." "I will answer the question. You go ahead and trample the branch under your feet." The elder's words supplied the boys with the necessary courage. Forthwith, they trampled the branch under their feet, shouting and kicking up the dust.
Okay, you see what happened? She arrived to Savatthi. Okay, Savatthi, the Buddha was staying in Anathapadasaṁ monastery. She is nun, so she's not taking food by herself because she's a nun, she's a holy woman. So like a monk or Buddha monk, she's going to make alms round to collect the food on the street. So she make for herself in the front of Savatthi, the gate of the city. She make okay, you can see me? Is that right? You can see me?
No.
You cannot see me because I see something.
I can see you, Ajahn.
We can
You
see
can see. Huh?
רואים.
You see me. Okay. So what she had done, she come in the front of Savatthi, she make this small hill, she put the sticks of the rose apple, okay, jambu on this, and she go to make alms round. And then Sariputta just going out, he go back to the monastery. He get out from the city, and then suddenly you see the people, these children standing in the front of on this small hill and talking to themselves. He asked, "What happened?" So they told them the story that this woman, she make it, and anyone want to debate with her. Now monk don't allow to dig. He's not allowed to dig by the ground. So he said, "Please go on and make it. You just kick." So they're afraid. So he said, "Don't worry, I will answer the questions. You just make the symbols." Yeah? And then they was very happy because it's like a show. Now it's going to be a show again for them. They kick we will show her, we will show her. Okay, so they kick, and then what happened then?
When the nun returned, she rebuked them and said, "I don't intend to exchange question and answer with you. How did you come to trample the branch under your feet? Our noble elder told us to. Reverend Sir, did you tell them to trample my branch under their feet?" "Yes, sister." "Well then, match question and answer with me." "Very well, I will do so."
You see now what happened? She's coming back. So you see they beat this small hill. So she comes and says, "Why you make joke? Why you destroy my hill? I'm not going. You're too stupid for me to talk with you." So they say, "But we didn't make it. We did it not for us. We did it because the elder asked us." So she come and asks Sariputta, "Did you really want to debate with me?" He say, "Yes." So okay, if so, let's meet in the monastery, in the Jetavana monastery. Okay, she said, well, I can talk with you, or make debate with you. Yeah.
In the evening, she went to the elder's residence to put her questions. All the people of the city was talking about it. They said to each other, "Let us go and hear the talk of the two learned persons." Accompanying the nun from the city to the elder's residence, they bowed to the elder and seated themselves respectfully on one side.
Okay, you see now in the evening time, okay, she's going to debate with Sariputta. So people start to hear about this. Don't forget that the children was there also. They start to tell to other people and became big festival. So they go to listen what these two learners going to debate. Who is the winner? Yeah. So they go to the monastery to meet the Buddha, the Sariputta actually. So they come to Sariputta, they pay respect because they know Sariputta very well. These are students of the Buddha. And then what happened in the meeting?
The nun said to the elder, "Reverend sir, I wish to ask you a question." "Ask it, sister." So she asked him the 1,000 articles of faith. Every question the nun asked, the elder answered correctly. Then he said to her, "You have asked only these few questions. Are there any others?"
Okay, one moment, please. You see what happened? She's starting to ask what questions she asked because she learns so many things, 1,000 verses and many things about the life she learned. So now she starts to shoot one by one to Sariputta. All this information, what she learned, all this great information, what she know. She starts to ask Sariputta, everything he answer. Okay, at the end of this, he answer all this question. He asked, okay, you asked me so many. Actually, what he said, she asked so many, but Sariputta said, like nothing for me. It's only little. Why you ask so little? Why you don't ask more? And then?
These are all, Reverend Sir. You have asked many questions. I will ask you just one. Will you answer me? Ask your question, Reverend Sir.
One moment. You see, now he turn. Now I tell her, you speak too long. You speak two things. But I don't need to speak for you two things. I will speak only one thing to you. We shall see if this one you can answer. Because before he said, you ask only little. Something I threw away all your questions, okay? But this is all what you have to ask. And now he turning, he say, you ask so many things. I will ask you only one thing. Then we see if you can answer for this one thing. Yeah.
Then the elder asked her the following question. What is one?
One is him. Sorry. What is the self? Who you are? What is the me? He want to teach her about non-self. So he asked her, who is me? Who is the I? What is the I? And then?
She said to herself, this is a question I should be able to answer. But not knowing the answer, she inquired of the elder, what is it, Reverend Sir? That is the Buddha's question, sister.
Sorry, you see, you don't tell her this is my question. This is the questions that the Buddha asking. What is the I? What is the me? Who I am? You want to teach her anatta, non-self. Okay? So then she don't know the answer. So you say, oh, please answer me. Tell me the result of this question. Yeah.
Tell me also the answer, Reverend Sir. If you will enter our order, I will tell you the answer. Very well, admit me to the order. The elder sent word to the nuns and had her admitted. After being admitted to the order, took the name Kuṇḍalakesī, she struggled and practiced hard and after a few days became an arahant, endowed with the supernatural faculties.
Oh, okay. You see what happened? How can Sariputta tell a teacher? How can he answer? Only by experiencing. So there is two reasons he told her. First, because the nun in the other monastery say, if you defeated by the monk, you should get into his order. So this is one reason that she have to go into the order of Sariputta. Second is because only if she will practice the vipassana, she will understand the meaning of anatta. So he told her, if you want the answer, you have to be nun, you have to be bhikkhuni, you have to practice the vipassana, and then you will understand by yourself. So she was so clever and with so many good quality. She practiced, and very, very soon she became enlightened. So in the moment that she get enlightened, she automatically understood the answer by herself. Nothing for Sariputta to explain anything about me, I, anatta. Okay, and then what happened?
In the Dhamma hall, the monks began a discussion of the incident. Kuṇḍalakesī heard little of the law, and yet she succeeded in being admitted to the order. Moreover, she came here after fighting a fierce battle with a robber and defeated him. The teacher came in and asked them, "Monks, what is it that you are sitting here discussing now?" They told him, "Monks, measure not the law I have taught as being little or much. There is no superior merit in 100 sentences that are meaningless, but one sentence of the law is better. He that defeats all other robbers wins no victory at all, but he who defeats the robbers that are his own defilement, his is victory indeed." Then he joined the connection and preached the law, pronounced the following stanzas. Though one should recite 100 stanzas composed of meaningless sentences, yet one sentence of the law were better, which if a man hear, he is at peace. Though one should conquer 1,000 times 1,000 men in battle, yet would he be the mightiest conqueror who should conquer one himself.
So you see what happened now? After this, she became enlightened. Then the monk was thinking about the idea. Don't forget, they are not necessary to be even Sotapan monk. They are just monks. They're just people. Okay, so they think sometimes ordinary, and they talk about ordinary. So when they're sitting there and they say, come on, only Sariputta told her who is the one. Already she come to the order, she became bhikkhuni. What is this game of the Buddha? How we teach like this, only the so small things, and then immediately he tell the woman come to be nun only because of one sentence, okay? And then, so something like in this case, they put her down. Okay, she's not good enough. She didn't learn enough to get to be bhikkhuni. But in another side, they embrace her. You see, she's so little girl like this. She could overcome this criminal, this big bad man. She could. So they embrace her because she killed the man. Okay, so when the Buddha came, he asked them, "What did you talk?" And then they told him about this. He said, don't judge the Dharma, because she was hearing only one sentence. This sentence, what she was hearing, it's very, very deep. The Dharma can be deep in one sentence. No need to talk too much. And then about this, that she killed this criminal, does not mean anything. When she killed her own kilesa, this is more worthy that she killed this criminal. Something like he referred to these two things that they speak. One, they put her down because she listened only to one sentence, but they embrace her because she killed the man. So the Buddha, he make these two things, he talk about these two things. One, he say, don't judge the Dharma because it's just a one sentence or 1,000 sentence. You think about the quality of the sentence. So this is one thing. So don't put her down because of this. Second, no need to embrace her only because she was killing this man. This does not mean anything. You think about this, that she overcome her own greed, anger, delusion. This is why the person worthy to be hero, to call hero. So that's why the Buddha, according to this sentence, he speak this, to this story, he speak these two sentences. Okay, so now you know also from where this coming, because it's very famous. Many times we say like this: oh, you let someone to kill 1,000 people he killed is not considered to be hero. Only if he kill his own in greed and care delusion, one person only. Okay, so this actually come from here. Any questions? Yeah, now you know it's come from Dhammapada. Yeah. verses 102, 103. Anyone have question about this subject, about others or whatever? That's why when you're chanting, you say Jamputi Lankati. Lankati is Sri Lanka, okay? So also Sri Lanka, but also Jamputi is mean India. Bitte schön. So clear, huh?
Yes, very clear.
Sorry? What you say?
It's very clear.
Yeah. Yeah. I can play it in the show. Make a stage. Maybe we make a movie about this. I will be the actor. Brad Pitt.
Yeah, it would be a crime.
Ajahn,
Yeah.
interesting that just before he dies, so when he was a robber, that somehow the karma support him to stay alive and have the opportunity to do good, but not learning from it.
No. That's why I say the scorpions sometimes stay scorpions. You know the story that the scorpions want to cross the river. So he asked the frog, can you help me to cross the river? So the frog told him, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a frog. So he told him, no, I'm sorry, I cannot take you. Say, why not? You don't want to make a favor to me? He said, no. If I take you, you will beat me in my back and then we die together. Say, what? You're stupid? What, I kill myself? You think? What kind of scorpion? What kind of frogs you are? You never believe me? He said, okay, but you promise you don't do anything. Because otherwise, not only me die, we die together in the middle of the river. He said, no, please take me. I promise. And then in the middle of the river, suddenly the scorpion bit him. He said, I'm sorry, I'm just a scorpion. This is my habit. This is my nature. So you see, that's why the Buddha say, someone telling lies, he can do everything. He can cover it by his lie. Habit to tell lies, sometimes difficult, dangerous.
So Ajahn, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
So in normal life, we meet so many people like this, cheater or something like this, bad people, bad habits has. What we should do, even in the family, there are some kind of people like this, and what should we do? We should get away from them, or we should get a distance from them, or keep cooperation with them.
You see,
as you said, it's very hard for them to get away from these habits, and it will hurt us as well. And when there's somebody in the family or whatever it is, and in the friends or family or whatever it is, we should get away from them or keep cooperation.
You see, I'm saying many times, I say to people, I'm naive, but I'm not stupid.
Okay.
Because it depends, different people, you have to act in different way. Even relative like brother, sister, or husband, wife, or whatever, or this, like this. Sometimes we choose to let go. But it's not mean we don't know these people can cheat us. Mm-hmm. Something like we make it as a dana. I know I share with someone, but I know he might steal for me. So if he will steal, I'm not disappointing. I already know.
Okay.
So this kind of letting go. So, but it means that you have to use your wisdom so you never disappoint. You cannot disappoint for the person if you know his characters. So you have to choose to deal with them, to make business with them, to live with them or whatever, or not to do it. But this is according to your wisdom and mindfulness. It depends on the situations. You cannot say to your brother, I don't want to be your brother anymore. But maybe already in advance, you know, in the time of the heritage, when Papa or Mama will die, you know, he might cheat me. So if you let them to manage with your parents the heritage with the lawyer, it's up to you. Otherwise, better you go, you be there. So you have to choose the occasion, but you cannot complain later. If you complain later, it means that you are not wise.
Yeah.
Then you choose to give or not to give. If you know this person is driving too fast, you have to choose if you let them drive or not in your car or not. But you cannot complain, oh, why he make to me like this? He make to you like this because it's his nature.
Yeah, but it's not, in practice, it is not so easy to do.
It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah. Sometimes you have to let go. You need to know where is the middle way. How much you will be more mindful, this is how much you will be more careful. But you have to remember that you will not be exposed to the loka dhamma if you didn't make any bad things in the past.
Mm-hmm.
If they will steal from you or not steal from you, it depends on your karma.
That's right, yeah.
But if you careful or not careful, it's also part of your karma. For example, you cannot say, it's my karma if I cross the street and the car will not hit me or hit me, it depends on my karma, and you close the eyes. So closing the eyes is already producing karma that maybe the car will hit you. Mm-hmm. Because you're acting foolish thing. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if someone don't know to cook and you go to say, let them, this is my karma, I let them cook or not, this is that you let go like this is already your part of the karma. But still, if at the end is steal from you or not steal from you, it's depend on if you steal from other, if you will success or not, it's depend if you will, if you did it in the past, you understand? So that's why we should not go with the fear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we should go with the wisdom.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Welcome.
Today,
Sorry. Today I heard a woman, she's learning quantic therapy, something like that.
What she learned?
Psychotherapia quantic.
Okay.
And then she says, in this approach, past and present are in the same time, so we can fix things. So I told her, we are Buddhist, and sometimes person come with so many karma, so much karma. Maybe in this life he's doing that is the best he can get. We cannot expect everyone to cannot expect everyone to be so successful and everything so good. It depends on his karma, something like that.
Yeah. People have idea, many kind of idea. If people ask us, we share the idea, but we don't normally. I don't tell. I'm Buddhist. I do this. People have idea, many kind of idea. Actually, even the Buddha, when he get enlightened, still he have about 10 or 11 karma he have to pay. I mean, not everything we can fix.
Yes.
Killing Papa, Mama, it's very heavy. Very, very heavy. Trying to, or killing an enlightened person is very, very heavy in the mind. It's not mean easy to pay. Sometimes we have to clean. Sometimes we just have to pay it.
Yes.
That's why it's not. But people have theory. You see, this is theory. Quantum, physical quantum. I don't know what is the meaning of physical quantum, because quantum it's physical. Okay, and sorry, psychological quantum, how you call it?
Yes, psychological quantum. They said the past and the present are happening at the same time.
But these two things not work together. There is no, according to, if you think psychology, it's mental. It's something that develop in the mental psychology. And quantum is physical. So it's not marriage together. Psychology, yeah, of course, mind and body, they're working together, but it's not, you cannot say something like, it's like mixing two things together.
Yes.
You understand? But this is idea, this is just idea of, it's okay, we can listen to idea of people. Psychology of quantum, it's just something like psychology of the wood. Wood, there is no psychology. Psychology is the mental, and wood don't have any mental.
Yes.
But this is our idea, this is their idea. So we can just listen to this, and we can think whatever we think, they think what they think. We don't need to argue about it. And we don't need to think that we are the wiser. This is their idea, this is our idea, but it's not matching.
Yes, for sure.
According to Buddhism, there is difference between body and mind. It's two elements, two things. Body is body, mind is mind. It's not the same characteristics.
I have one question, Prabhupada.
Please, Vidusi.
So that day I was listening to one sermon, and in that the monk said that karma and kilesas, like they are also like connected with our nama rupa, and every instance this nama and the rupa are changing, right? They are always changing. And he was saying that at every instance this karma and the kilesas, like it's also like some kind of energy, and it's connected to this, and it is also like just when the nama and the rupa are gone and they die, let's say, the same happens to this, but it is connected, and it goes like how do I say it, like this, you know, like what is this called in English? I'm trying to think. Like a continuous wave, but every time it's arising and ceasing like this. And together with the arising and ceasing of the nama and the rupa, the karma and the kilesas are also doing this, but we cannot like catch it because it looks continuous. So he was saying this. Is it like this, or how is karma and kilesas connected to our nama rupa? Because it's not in the universe or something, right? It's somehow connected with this, right?
Yeah, karma, it's not something in the universe. It's not that we are doing something and the universe remember this. This is in the mind. We have vipak. Vipak, it's a mind. When you go to sleep, it's because of the karma you make in the past, the kind of karma. This is the mind that you will sleep. This is the vipak. When you are choosing, now I will see, this is because of vipak. This is vipak. This is connected to the karma. Okay? That when you are reborn human being, you are reborn, it's called ekañ-ca, rupa. Ekañ-ca rupa, it means the rupa affected by the karma. And then why they go to the hell, go to the heaven, go to whatever. So the birth is coming, the body It's coming according to, because of old karma became. Okay? So let's say the body and mind all the time changing, not in the same speed. The mind changing much faster than the body. When the mind is changing 17 times, only then the body die. I mean, because it's a klapa, it's the atom. I'm talking about the atoms of the body. Even not cells. The cells is big. The cells itself is made by quantum. Okay, if you talk about this. So the particle, they're coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. When I see end, actually there is no really end. There is many atoms which is rising, ceasing, rising, ceasing. But the mind is also rising, ceasing. My thinking, I'm hearing, I'm seeing, I'm functioning. So my mind is all the time change. Suddenly I'm happy, suddenly I'm disliking something. So the process of the mind in my mind is all the time change. Sometimes I see, but sometimes I hear. Sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I worry, sometimes I'm loving kindness. So the mind is active, and is active very fast. And the body is also, like I told you, the atoms all the time changing. The energy inside us all the time changing. So the mind is changing faster than the body. Okay? So the mind is rising and ceasing, or affected, of course, by karma. The body affected because of food we eat also affected us. The temperature that we expose also affected the body. The mind is affected on the body, and also the karma affected on the body. So the body affected by 4 things. Okay? The mind is acting according to the sense doors information and the craving. So everyone is functioning with his own system, and the body and mind affecting each other. This is to understand it more deep. It's just you have to, some things I can say it's true what he say. Some it's not exact, but it's just matter of speech. Maybe you wanted to express something. In the Abhidhamma you learn all this process, how the body working, how the mind is working. It's a little bit more complicated, just what you mentioned. It's to make it more easy and simple to understand.
Yeah, I forgot to mention one thing. He said it's connected mainly to the Chittapada, like
Chittapada affecting, yeah, the mind affecting the body. Suddenly I'm smiling because I'm happy. So my body is affected. I'm sad, suddenly it's the tear coming up. The tear coming up because of my mind. Sadness coming in the mind. So the upada it's appear, happened. Like utaya payana. So the body appeared because of my feeling. Okay? Even my speech coming up because I want to express something.
Because in the past I used to think that karma is somehow outside also, but
No. Karma is in the mind. Karma create effect in the mind, which is called vipak. And the vipak is what we reacting. Yeah.
Is it like an energy field?
No,
or something?
it's not energy. It's not energy. Energy is a physical. Mind don't have energy. Don't have physical.
Then what is karma? I don't know. Sometimes I find myself thinking this. Like, then what is
It's
this?
a cause and effect. Let's say cause and effect. Karma, it's the actions, and vipak is the reactions. Okay? For example, you are not, you don't pay attention, okay? So you move your legs and then whoop, you fall into a hole. Then you break the legs, okay? You get angry, and then you get maybe the stomach, okay? For example.
I think I still don't understand what karma is.
Never mind. No, I don't think it's the time to talk about it. It's more deep.
I try to think about it a lot, but it's difficult.
No need. How much you try to think about more, this is how much you get confused more. When you just stay simple, rising, falling, stay present moment, then you will maybe more easy for you to understand it later. How much you analyze it, then you get confused more because it's coming by thinking. Yeah, please.
You can understand such things with this information or studying Dhamma or only from practice?
No. Also we have three kinds of wisdom. One of them coming because you are learning, so you can understand things what you can not. What you, for example, I say about seeing the klapa and whatever this is for us very difficult to see. When you see computer, you don't see klapa. Okay, you don't see atom. But when you learn, then you understand the phenomena, the basic of the idea behind the Buddhism, how the Buddhism look at it. So you're learning, you have to learn. But if you are observing by meditation, then you can see the anicca, dukkha, anatta, then you get closer to this idea. So you need to combine. You cannot say only by practice. We need to learn so we can practice. You need to know mindful prostration, walking, sitting. You need to know what to do. So you need sutta, and then immediately come jinta, thinking, analyzing. I should not do this, I should not do that. Thoughts coming, okay? So jinta maya panya, the second wisdom coming. So we say pariyati and patipati. Patipati is the wisdom or by practicing, and pariyati by learning. And this should be together.
Okay.
Understand? And what Vidusi asking, it's possible to answer, but it's just not the form to answer now. It takes some time and it's not something to explain now.
Now I feel like it's some kind of nature maybe. I will ask you later.
Yeah, whenever. But it's not energy. It's not a...
Then why do they call it karmic energy sometimes?
Because sometimes it's affecting on the body also. That's why I say, for example, when I told you about rebirth, when in the moment that you rebirth, okay, there is the birth of the person. So you go to, it's push him to this life, this life, this life, okay? So you can describe it as an energy, but it's not an energy that it's like a physical energy. It's a potency, let's say like this.
Ah, okay.
Potency.
Now I understand it. Yeah, then it's like, okay, I think I understand now. Thank you so much, Profa.
Welcome.
Lots of merit to you.
Welcome. Good. Any other question? Good. So thank you very much for this talk again. And I wish for all of you that you, from all the good things you make and you did or whatever, that you overcome all kind of suffering, that you get makkapala in nirvana as soon as. And by this merit also we share to all the people suffering from everywhere around the world, so many directions to talk about this place, so many creatures suffering, different way of suffering, okay? Of course, we talk about Burma, Thailand, I don't know, maybe other countries, war here, war there, that I prefer not to talk about this. It can fall into politics, so better not to mention anything. But all the people with suffering, we share with them all this merit that they can raise up from their own deep suffering that they are suffering. They can. We are lucky people. We have the Dharma. They don't. Many of them don't have the Dharma. Thai people, Sri Lankan and Burmese people, they have the Dharma. I hope for them that it will raise them, so they will pay all kind of karma. They will. It will help them to reach to nirvana as soon as. Thank you very much for all of you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Good night and bis zum nächsten Mal. Welcome. Thank you.